Set after the events of Captain America's Civil War, former Avenger Natasha Romanoff is on the run in Norway. She receives a mysterious package that links directly to her past as a covert Russian spy. She must seek out her estranged spy family to finish the job she started long ago. On this episode of Clubhouse Movies Podcast, we discuss Black Widow starring Scarlett Johansson. I'm your host, Mark RoboCop, economist and film enthusiast, joined by professional photographer Mr. Abel Panetta, rounding out the gruesome twosome, Mr. Jose Rodriguez on sound effects. So, we're talking Black Widow.
We are.
I'm going to say it was okay. That's going to be my first.
Wow.
That's going to be my first thing. Just because, like, I remember watching it and thinking, like, this is okay. You know, they started off as her as a little girl and, like, in the whole, like, Americans thing. And they're like, look at the fireflies. Okay, how long was she a spy if she didn't know what fireflies were when, like, they were always there?
Yeah, and I'll tell you right off the bat. I mean, I thought it was okay as well. I was really entertained. But what I actually wrote was I couldn't tell if I was interested in the movie because I wanted to genuinely know the Black Widow origin story, or it was this inherent need to continue my own MCU journey. That was it. Like, I couldn't tell why I liked it.
I think you liked it because it was just a hodgepodge of a bunch of other movies.
It was.
And the guy, I wrote this down, the writer, the composer was Lorne Balfe.
Okay.
I forgot.
Who is Lorne Balfe?
Lorne Balfe is he's a big Hans Zimmer. I think he's a student of Hans Zimmer's or something. So there's actually a lot of Hans Zimmer quotes in the music. So if you listen to it, it almost sounds like Batman Begins. There's some Hannibal in there when they're in
it did
in
feel
Europe,
like, right?
So I kept on thinking, like, this movie is just made up of other movies, and
even so. Speaking of which, even the fight scene where Natasha's sister, forget her name, when she hasn't yet been turned to a free agent. Even when she's fighting, it was very reminiscent of a Captain America and the Winter Soldier, where the knife flip drop thingy.
Yeah,
I was like, awesome.
To me, this Taskmaster was the Winter Soldier.
Yeah,
and also I was getting a lot of RoboCop vibes also in this movie. Because, like, you know, like I always say, full spoiler alert, but, you know, the Taskmaster is a reincarnated daughter of the villain, right? But
in this movie,
RoboCop was a reincarnated cop. But the other thing that was like super RoboCop was Scarlett Johansson, what's her name? Natasha Romanoff has Directive 4 implanted in her brain where she can't kill her boss.
Yeah.
Just like RoboCop.
It's so weird. Oh, yeah, I saw it and I was like,
my little contribution to your, you know, it's like, I saw this before in RoboCop.
Yeah, no, I was like, mind you, I haven't seen RoboCop since I was like an early
But it's
teenager.
like one of the best movies ever made.
Oh, it's great. I saw it and I was like, this movie is oddly familiar. And, I mean, I think that's why I probably enjoyed it. Now that I'm narrowing it down, I think it was because it was so reminiscent of the movies I grew up watching. And even like, it was very Captain America, Winter Soldier. That was for chicks. That's what this movie was.
I don't even know it was for chicks.
No, it wasn't for chicks.
Yeah,
but
I don't know.
It was run by a lot of chicks.
I don't know how I felt about the off-key cover of what's it? Kurt Cobain, Nirvana. That was kind of weird.
That was like Teen Spirit.
Yeah. I was like listening to it, and it took me about like a minute in, and I was like, wait, I know this song.
Yeah, it was a little too on the nose for me.
Yeah, it felt like it was a little homage to 007's Casino Royale.
Yeah,
right. Even the intro, I was like, excuse me?
I think, to me, the reason why you would want to watch this, though, that's why I'm saying it's a super soft recommendation, is I did like her spy family.
They were the best.
They all worked. It was like a weird Simpsons vibe with like David Harbour playing Alexei, the Red Guardian.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sold on when you get Rachel Weisz to play stuff just because she's such a great actress. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you put her in, I'm like, it's got to be good.
Oh, yeah, I remember her from The Mummy.
Oh God, I forgot about
the two Mummy movies. That was my first Rachel Weisz
like, oh no,
experience.
You know, she's married to
Daniel Craig.
Yeah, Daniel
James
Craig.
Bond.
Dude, I was like, yes. I was like, she's in it. I was like, okay, is Daniel Craig going to show up as he did as a stormtrooper? Where are you? I know you're. I know you do.
Tie.
Yeah, I was like, I know you do non-creditor roles. Where are you?
Yeah, I like it.
He's got thumbs, everybody. That was good. If you see us waving ourselves, it's because we're all in a dungeon today. We have to change studios because we're not rich anymore.
It's so hot.
We're trying to be rich. But yeah, I mean, so I really enjoyed it. Like for me, my first note that I actually wrote when I was watching this movie was like, I was like, okay, this has hard Mission Impossible meets Fast and Furious vibes. So I was like, the running on the roof kind of felt like it was literally taken out of Mission Impossible 5. I was like, was that the same freaking set? Was that Venice, Italy?
Yeah.
That wasn't, but it was Budapest, as our spy says. Like things that are relating to other movies, and Disney kind of like, or Marvel rather, stepping out of what they normally do. Because this movie kind of felt like a step out, but step in. And I'll get back to that. But there was actual blood in this movie. When Natasha's sister stabbed that chick in the... Yeah, when she stabbed her in the gut and did the twist pull thingy after she pulled that Winter Soldier thing.
That show is hilarious, though.
Okay, so speaking of how this movie was a little different from Disney's like normal thing and Marvel's thing, there was actual blood in this movie. Like when Natasha's sister stabbed that one chick in the gut and she's laying on her back, I was like, blood?
What's this red stuff?
I know. I was
Well,
like,
they even had blood when the mom got shot
oh yeah,
on the plane. Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah, on her shirt.
Yeah.
And the girl said, "There's blood on you."
Yeah.
Wow, Disney.
Stepping it up.
Comfort zone.
Wow.
Someone took their cues from RoboCop.
Yeah, for real. Finally.
Even more.
God, RoboCop was great.
I know.
I'm just looking at the notes and I just see RoboCop Directive 4.
My little contribution to your psychological
Damn it,
profile.
Snorty.
Oink, oink, oink,
You
oink.
got on camera.
Yeah, I remember when the credits started, I saw the name Olga Kurylenko. She was the former Bond girl in Quantum of Solace. And I'm thinking, where is she? I was watching the whole movie,
yeah.
waiting for her to show up. And she showed up at the end. She was
Yes.
RoboCop.
Yeah, she
also
was-
known as Taskmaster.
The Taskmaster. That's why she looked familiar.
Yeah.
You know, I try watching these things and not looking too into it. Like even the trailer of this movie, I think I saw the initial sneak peek and that was it. Just because I wanted to actually
You know,
be
same
surprised.
here. I don't think I saw anything to this too. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was about.
Yeah, I just wanted to be entertained. And I saw it and I got Sparta kicked with a solid. I'm not going to give that grade just yet. But I got kicked and I was like, this isn't too bad. It was a bit long though. I'll give it that.
It was really long.
I felt like I was like, Apple TV does that thing where you tap it real quick and then tap it again to tell you how long it's been going. And
Yeah.
just like, I'm like, this has been going about 30 minutes longer than I cared it to
Yeah,
go.
I set my PlayStation to like ask if you're still watching movies at 2 hours. It totally almost turned off on me. I'm like, wow, that's a long movie.
Yeah, it was good. What did you think about it over there in the dungeon?
He's using his anytime minutes.
It felt, it was like, all right, but it didn't feel like it was a Marvel movie.
Right?
Like it felt like, oh, here's some Marvel references.
Yeah.
Here's a Marvel movie trailer. Here's a Marvel movie fan movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it totally felt like it could have just been dropped on
Because like
Disney
it's supposed
Plus.
to kick off the whole new
Phase, the phase 4.
new phase, yeah,
Phase 5?
whatever
knows?
phase it is.
It'll be corrected
Someone
somewhere
page
here on
Feige.
screen.
But it felt like just a little taste of what's to come, if anything.
Yeah,
Like-
it did bring up a lot of like what ifs. The show What If. We're waiting on that one.
Yeah.
That might be the next show we start doing. Actually, well, who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, breaking news.
New show.
Anyways, yeah, it didn't feel like it should have come out in theaters. Disney has spoiled us with these direct to home releases, HBO Max, all these, Paramount Plus releases at home. I felt like I would have been totally cool if it was released at home. Which is where I watched it, and I would have been fine.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of glad I didn't see it in theaters also.
Yeah.
Just because like I think I would have been bored. I think there's movies you go see and you kind of feel like it touches your soul. Or
Yeah,
like
or-
you kind of get into it. I didn't get into this one.
Yeah.
And I've seen a few of these movies from home since the apocalypse.
Yeah,
And this one was just sort of like, this is like the meh movie of the
yeah,
year.
it was better than Fast and Furious. I'll give you that much. But it was good. I mean, it was more than I expected this movie to be. It didn't feel like they forced too many things on us. Like it was a strong female cast, which they didn't tell you. They just did it, and they had, they didn't make us guys look like idiots on screen. Like, oh, those
Yeah, that
guys.
was,
I
that
like it.
was something I thought was great compared to when they released Captain Marvel, where it's all like, oh, women.
Oh, I was
This one's all like-
gonna go straight up Ocean's 8 again.
Yeah.
I was like this, so I'll give it that. It was so much better than Ocean's 8.
Yeah. Between Ocean's 8 and M. Night Shyamalan movies, we'll
Yeah.
just dog on those guys.
But I mean, like back to the Disney Plus thing. dude, this movie killed it on Disney Plus subscription payments for their Premier Plus thing.
Everyone was watching.
$60 million it made.
Yeah, maybe.
Just for Disney Plus.
That is a lot of money.
Yeah, cha-ching, Disney.
There you go. Yeah, I liked her sister, Yelena, where she was dogging on her superhero landing.
Dude, she stole the show.
She's such a poser.
Yeah, he's such a poser.
She's such a poser.
Then she landed, and then she's like, "Oh, this is so gross."
It was so funny. And the thing is, like, it was so funny. I think her sister felt more relatable just because she was jazzed up about a vest.
Yeah, that whole family was actually pretty cool. If you see this movie for one thing, definitely see it for that. But like, you know, when you first start watching it, I remember like the whole first part of the movie though didn't like. I almost was going to say this is the worst like movie.
Oh yeah,
just based on the first few minutes because I remember like they had a 555 number when she got a phone call.
Oh yeah,
and usually when you see that you're like movie.
Yeah, my wife jumped in and was like, "This is." I think she was like, "What? This isn't that great."
Movie, and then also like the cuts were really bad because I noticed you can see like the fights and the. Remember when she was chasing that girl?
That's what it was. It was very jarring, dude.
It was jarring, but the cuts weren't connecting.
Yeah.
So it was almost like they didn't have that extra inch. Of film.
Just a tiny
I have a
connect
question for you guys.
Yeah.
So before they revealed that Natasha was the older girl, did you guys think it was the older girl? Because I was thinking maybe it was the younger one. Like
What?
that she was the younger girl?
What do you mean? Which girl are we talking about?
In the beginning, you know how they had two.
Oh, when they showed the sisters and stuff?
Yeah. I thought she was going to be the little sister.
I-
And then
you know
she's
what?
going to like
I did too of the sisters.
You know how I knew it was her?
The hair?
the blue hair.
Blue hair, strong girl. That's how you know.
Oh, that's true.
Strong girls got blue hair.
That's very true.
That's the way you roll.
They got to roll like Sonic.
It's no, not like Sonic. It's Holdo from Last Jedi.
Oh.
We pulled a Holdo whenever.
Nerd. No kidding.
Yeah,
I love Star Wars.
and also I think that there was a subtle Wolverine nod. So far, no one picked up on it, and I've watched online. I don't think anyone picked up on it either. The Taskmaster was supposed to be someone who emulates people's fighting style,
Yeah.
and she had that.
Yes.
I'm like Wolverine.
Okay. I saw that, but it didn't, dude. It's just, I just thought it was ridiculous. I was like, okay.
She put her fists up, and it was like one blade like Baraka though, but
Yeah.
that would have been Wolverine's fighting style. And I think it would have been completely on the nose if it was the three blades.
Instead of
That
just
would-
the one.
Yeah, but it definitely was Wolverine's fighting style at that point.
All these nods you see.
I
You
don't-
must be doing this.
I don't know how I felt about Scarlett Johansson breaking her nose though.
That was crazy, dude.
I think a world-class spy would want to know if like the house is filled with methane gas.
Yeah. Dude, I've been shin kicked in the face on accident.
Yeah.
And I thought my nose exploded. And nothing was wrong with it. Not even blood.
And then remember when the other Black Widows are fighting her one at a time?
Yeah. I'm like, okay, so I'm like, you guys are really going to do that? Really, Marvel?
They bullied her.
Yeah. They
were like,
started choking her.
We're going to take turns beating you up.
Yeah. Damn, that was...
And then that whole ending looked exactly like it was Deadpool.
Yeah.
The exact same ending, exact same
and I
fight.
say the movie, like...
I don't know.
You know,
The ending was so
it's
just so
funny
slum.
how when the sister was just falling down,
Yeah.
she hit none of the debris. Like it was like, oh, okay, it's fine. She's safe.
Yeah, I don't even know how
massive.
all the other Black Widows survived. Did they find like another carrier that wasn't like
I guess
guarded?
so. That was on the backside of this thing.
I was thinking, are they all dead?
Just like Disney. It's the backside of water.
Smart pig. I think I wrote smart
As I
pig.
slowly look over at our sound guy.
Yeah, he's okay.
But, I mean, all right, so...
Oh, my other gripe with this movie. Remember when Taskmaster was fighting the Red Guardian? Remember they kept on cutting like away to the fight. So,
Yeah.
like, I'm like, they still fighting? Like, is this still a go? I don't even know how it ended. I
don't either. I
I
can't-
tuned out from that fight because like I just remember him throwing that was the Wolverine scene. After the Wolverine scene, I'm like, and I'm like, okay, what's going on here? Like, are they
Yeah.
still fighting? Like, what's
There
going
was
on?
not a lot of memorable moments of this movie.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that much. I mean, the reveal... Even the reveal of the Taskmaster didn't impress me. I was like...
oh, it's the daughter.
I was
The exact same thing happened in X-Men 2 when it was
Yeah.
the son.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, so the dad was also in the room with this explosion. The daughter somehow survived with a bomb on her back.
Yeah,
and yet his face was immaculate.
Yeah, and I remember when the thing exploded and everyone was like flying away. There was some real funky green screen.
There was.
Like it was like
It was like
Yeah, right. So
exactly like that. It was a record scratch screen.
yeah.
It was bad. It was like,
And then I thought the Taskmaster was brain dead. Like, so we were able
I
to
did
bring
too.
it back.
yeah, that thing just, even though she has a chip in her head, somehow the thing brought her back. The virus thing, whatever the hell that stupid vaccine was.
Yeah. I don't know.
Eyeball red vaccine.
Yeah. I have the eyeball red vaccine right in my eye.
Zoom in.
Enhance.
I said the wrong word. I meant to say enhance. It's so hot in here.
No.
But I mean, all that
Dying, man.
can't take it anymore. Stupid marker.
You're fired.
I mean, all that being said, I mean, do you want to start giving this thing letter grades? See, see.
I don't even know my
I've got
name right now.
nothing else
Wait,
to say.
I have something else to point out. Just to
Anyway,
point out.
no, I'm kidding. No, what are you saying?
What do you want
When
now?
she went to go get gas,
She went
I
to
was
go?
like, when she went to get gas,
Yeah, go ahead.
she took the canister, and I'm thinking, why don't you fill it up, empty the other canister, and take both of them?
There was a riddle going on during the movie. Like, what happened?
No, I'm just saying, like, I was
This
like,
reminds me of that scene in Die Hard with a Vengeance where, like, you got to fill the 2-gallon bottles, but precisely with 3 gallons. Otherwise, it'll blow. There's no
You
riddle.
have to keep the bus going 50 miles an hour no matter
I'm
what.
just saying, because, like,
What are you talking about?
no,
Dude.
wait, when she was in the mobile home, when she had just got into the mobile home, right
Oh,
before
you mean like-
Taskmaster?
Actually, that whole
You mean her generator?
Yeah. Her
Oh,
generator.
okay. Yeah.
that whole mobile home scene, I think that was a reshoot because it set off the plot. But it
Yeah.
set off the plot in a very clunky way because I didn't know what the hell happened. Why was
I was so confused watching this.
Why was that antivirus in her car? Why is Taskmaster after her? I saw the entire movie all the way
wanted-
through.
so-
I was thinking, what? Why does she have?
I wanted to know
sister had it.
I
when
wanted
did-
to know
no.
the gap in time between that.
Yeah, because I had to see it again.
Yeah.
And when I saw it again,
She did place it in the car.
no, but how did she get it? That's the thing. She got it because it came in the mail.
With
with the other
like
guy.
the random stuff.
The dude came.
yeah,
He's
the
like,
fixer.
"This
The
is
fixer.
from your safe house. Why would you accept anything from a safe house?" Do you know why they did this? Because back to more movies.
Yeah.
That was the plot of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, where.
Oh crap! It was.
Listen to me. It was.
dude, I've seen that movie.
Sean Connery
many times.
mailed his Grail diary to
Yeah.
Indiana Jones to get the plot moving.
Yeah.
But that was the first time you've seen that because it's an awesome movie.
Honestly, it still holds up.
Yes, it does, and it's Indiana,
Indiana Jones.
They're 10 years apart, by the way. You know, Sean Connery and Harrison Ford.
That's crazy. Whoa, that was a deep one right there. Pulling from the deep cuts.
Yeah. But anyway, that was the same way that they started the plot in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Dude, I saw the movie twice, and all this stuff is blowing my mind right now.
Yeah.
That, like I said, it's probably because none of this movie was memorable. Like
The most
none of
memorable
it.
part of this movie was parts from other movies.
Yeah, we're watching it going, that's Winter Soldier. That's Indiana Jones.
That's RoboCop.
That's RoboCop. Is that the score to
So,
GoldenEye?
Yeah.
you know that part where she's falling out of the plane and she takes out those hooks and she's like drags herself down, like she's holding on.
I honestly,
herself
dude,
down?
I do not even remember that.
That was okay. Tomb Raider.
Oh crap!
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe.
that movie sucked too. So
AJ Jolene.
AJ Joe.
All right. Well, anyway,
Anyway.
I'll kick off the letter grade. I'm going to give it a C minus. So, very end of the recommendation scale there. It was very generic, but it had its moments. If you need to see a Marvel movie, might as well give it a shot. There were some good new characters when it came to the spy family dynamic, but the whole plot was very cliched and forgettable. When we weren't focusing on the spy family, we were watching a carbon copy of The Winter Soldier and other action movies.
Yeah, that's really good. So you gave it a C minus.
C minus.
I'm actually redoing my letter grade.
Exposer.
I'm giving it a C. Not the best Marvel. And the reason I gave it a C is, I'll say it right off the bat, is this movie would have been perfect at 1.5 hours, not nearly 2 or whatever it was. I was like, the pace felt a bit like Haywire, which was a great movie, but left me wanting because it was just so damn slow. I was like, as far as origin stories go for Marvel, this was one a bit of a softball. It kept the action going just a quick enough clip to keep the average person entertained. I was like, the story wasn't really rich enough for the seasoned MCU fan, but if you were just a standard schmuck, you would totally be like, oh, this is great. This is a cool little popcorn movie. But I mean, if that's you, watch it.
I don't like the term popcorn movies.
I love that term.
They're all popcorn movies.
It's a movie I don't have to think about when I'm watching.
But I'm more with Jose here. All movies are popcorn movies.
Nah, I'm not a big popcorn fan. So for me, it's if I'm really into a movie, there's no popcorn.
I mean,
but you buy the popcorn before you see the movie, though.
I buy hot dogs. I'm fat.
We'll go with that.
I like to eat hot dogs.
Right. So what are you saying, Jose Nose?
I'm gonna give it a C, just because it was like a soft entry into the whole thing, especially as a kickoff. It does not feel like a kickoff. No, and if anything, it was just that ending final clip where the sister is shown the picture of Hawkeye. And it's like, oh, there's the kickoff. Oh, okay. So that's all this is all connected.
Speaking of which, one more thing.
Kicks off the freaking show, Hawkeye.
I want to talk about the show with Hawkeye. I did not see Falcon and the Winter Soldier. However, in that movie, they did two things for this
show.
Yeah, that show. The long 4-part movie, wherever they do on Disney Plus. The Disney Plused it. They introduced two things. One, they introduced Julia Louis-Dreyfus as the new Nick Fury for the bad team.
Yep.
The other thing is they introduced the concept of multiple Captain Americas. Yeah. So Alexei kept telling the story that he fought Captain America in the 80s. And everyone was like, Captain America was frozen in the 80s. But we knew that there was a 70s Captain America based on Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Now there is a third Captain America.
And this goes over to Loki's thing, which we'll get into later.
His multiverse thing. So maybe the Red Guard was actually a what do you call it? A variant. A variant as well.
Oh.
So
X-Men?
that was I know, right? It said Taskmaster had the
one final question, actually.
Okay, you ask me or ScarJo. Because I don't know everything.
No, you know how they released like the whole plan slowly throughout the movie?
What?
Like towards the end when she's talking to the guy who's in charge of everything.
Yeah.
And they slowly start revealing the plan.
Yeah.
It wasn't all in one shot. Yeah. How it's normally done. I thought that was pretty cool.
Wait, what? Well, the plan? Did he have a plan? Yeah. Was he taking? What was his plan?
Dude, I don't know. He was just angry. He was like a really bad.
He just wanted to control
I wanted a whole army of Black Widows. We already had that. I know. You know, like I want to be able to control.
Up, we'll give you your onions.
I want to be able to control them more. Like those pigs. I want to be able to tell them to stop breathing.
He was all like, I'm taking these little girls and giving them a life by taking their free will away.
I know what's going on with this guy. This guy's screwing up over there. All right. Well, anyway, how you looking over there? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
He's searching for a soundbite.
I know. I see him frantically like.
I need like a bigger screen where all of them are there, and I just like
just bring your Gigantor pad.
I know. We'll get you a plasma TV with buttons one of these days before we fire you.
One of the touchscreen plasma ones.
Oh man,
those old plasma touchscreen TVs.
You'll be sweating bullets over there.
All right, and that was our review for Black Widow. We will catch you next time in Clubhouse Movies Podcast. For Mr. Abel Panetta and Mr. Jose Rodriguez, I'm Mark Rubalcaba. We will catch you later. Over and out.